Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Victoria Barrera Hamdi, and I'm the Major Exploration Coordinator with the Academic Advisement Center. I'm here today to welcome you to Experience CSUF Day and to talk to you about the path to Undeclared. With me, I also have Josh Loudon and Angelica Luera, who are also part of our AAC team. So I'm going to go ahead and get started so that way we can discuss what it means to be an undeclared student. So being an undeclared student, I know a lot of times there's a lot of confusion. Some students feel that maybe it's a bad thing to come in as an undeclared student. And when they say bad, they're always thinking, well, does that mean because I don't have a major that's already declared? And the answer is no. The reason why is because what if we told you that unofficially, almost every single student starts off at Cal State Fullerton as undeclared? What does that mean? Well, the majority of students will change their major about 2 to 3 times from the time that they start at Cal State Fullerton all the way to the end. So being an undeclared student is actually a really good thing because it gives you a lot of opportunity to explore lower division general education courses to see what you will enjoy. And then also to take some time to really consider what path you want to pursue when it comes to declaring a specific major or even a career. You are also supported by 2 departments. So one is the Academic Advising Center, which I'm a part of, as well as Josh and Angelica, as well as another bigger group of members who are part of our team. So you have a lot of support on that area for your academics. And then the other side is also the Office of First Year Experience. The Office of First Year Experience helps to really create a lot of community engagement around undeclared students. You will see, I'll be talking to you shortly about University 100, which is a highly recommended class that you take within your first year. It also covers a general education area in Area E. So we do highly encourage you to take that course. As far as starting off as undeclared, I'm sure that you have more questions about, okay, well, who are undeclared students? Am I the only one? The answer is no. Like I said before, please don't think about things as, maybe you have a lot of misconceptions about what it means to be an undeclared student in your mind, but just know that being an undeclared student is always a positive thing. We're fully here to help you, to support you on your journey. When we talk about undeclared students, the majority of our undeclared students do finish within 4 years. Now, this does depend on the major that you're looking to pursue. Some majors might have more units than others, or I've even had some students space out their plans because they have a research project or an internship that they really want to become part of. Strong GPAs are also another highlight of our students. Many of our students do have very strong high GPAs. And then there's also the reduced chance of multiple major changes. So as I mentioned previously, you won't be skipping around from one major to another. You tend to really find your interests, especially through general education courses. And then you start to foster and develop into an area of interest. And so when you're in there, that's where you really start to decide, okay, where do I see myself going and what kind of plan should I be making? You also continue to have that full academic support, major exploration programming, which I oversee. I'll explain that in just a moment. And then we do have some great partnerships with the Career Center and academic departments as well. So the Academic Advising Center, we're here for you, okay? As you know, advising is crucial to any part of your journey here as a student at Cal State Fullerton. Because why? We're here to help you. We have what's called a Titan Degree Audit, which is a map that tells you which classes that you need to take for your major and also your general educations. But we're here to help you interpret that and to also help you plan and to know what direction you should be going in together with major advising. So there's 2 types of advising that Cal State Fullerton offers. One is general education, which the Academic Advising Center oversees. So we'll provide all general education advising. We also will talk to you about academic policies. If you ever need a referral to anywhere on campus, we'll be sure to help you out with that and to also put you in touch with certain types of departments depending on your needs. We house the Major Exploration Program and the Fullerton Finish program as well. To meet the needs of you as a student, we also have flexible advising hours because we know many of you will be working or currently are working. So that's always a possibility when it comes up to advising. Currently, we are using virtual appointments because of COVID. When restrictions do lift, we hope to offer more of like a hybrid model where we will have virtual and in-person advising. Currently, we are virtual, but when we do return to campus, we are located in Gordon Hall 123B. At this time, everything is virtual. So you'll be able to see us when COVID restrictions are lifted and we can return to campus. In terms of the Office of First Year Experience, because this is another part of having full support as a student at Cal State Fullerton, being undeclared, you actually have a good community that surrounds you. So when you are doing registration in the summer, we will talk to you about GE courses, and one of them that we will recommend to you is University 100. University 100 covers Area E, so it's not an elective course. It will cover one of your general education areas. And what it does is that it breaks down a couple of important themes that we feel you need as an incoming student, where there will also be peer mentorship, which is a big component of University 100 because peer mentors help to guide you through your first semester. University 100 is only offered in the fall. So when it comes time for registration, you do want to take it because you won't have the ability to register for it in the spring. The peer mentors will talk to you about if you are looking for things in regards to like more campus resources, you have questions, or you just need, really like a first year buddy to help you kind of get acclimated to campus. That's what University 100 is about. It's about building community for you and also having peer mentors involved, as well as faculty who know your needs as an incoming first year student. The Office of First Year Experience also will refer you out to any important resources. So if you want to learn more about, different types of departments that maybe you need to get in touch with, like student business services, or they want you to get involved with like student life, or they know of a certain club that might be great for you and your interests, they can definitely refer you out. They also offer some really great workshops, some of them about grad school. They'll partner up with myself in doing major exploration. And then they also, if you are choosing to live in the residential life community buildings, we do partner together to do residential life workshops as well. So it's a great community. I do highly, highly recommend that you do take and enroll in University 100 for the upcoming year. Now, in terms of major exploration, this is a huge component of the undeclared path. So for myself, I am the major exploration coordinator. So what that means is that I set up a lot of programming for you throughout the year, and I partner up with the Career Center as well as academic departments. So that way you can come to information sessions and learn a little bit more about the majors. This is great because a lot of times faculty will have presentations. They'll talk to you about what their current students are working on, and they like to get you involved to know a little bit more before you choose to declare. The other important part of major exploration is that I also offer one-to-one appointments. So if you want to come in and you want to have a talk, you're not going to be sitting with a group of students. It's going to be with myself. And we're going to cover not only your general education courses, but we're also going to talk about your needs and your wants when it comes to declaring a major. And then in part with that, we also, again, will be meeting through various other activities. If it's going to be more workshops, there's also the residential life. We have an undeclared community within residential life that we do work with all the time throughout the semesters. Again, we partner with the Office of First Year Experience. So you'll see a lot of blended areas as an undeclared student because we like to keep you engaged and we like to have a very good, solid community. And then lastly, again, that University 100 course, you'll see where we bridge a lot of these elements together to put you on a good path where we get you ready for the registration that's going to be happening after your first semester. We're going to talk about major exploration and then also getting more involved on campus because the more connected you are to campus, the happier you'll be. We want to see you there and really thriving as a Titan. When we talk about major exploration and my approach with students is really to come at it from a very holistic point of view. So when students are looking at various majors, sometimes there's a lot of information that's being thrown at them that they're really trying to figure out, where should I really be going because I just don't know. First and foremost, we put you at the center of everything. So you, the Titan, are at the center of all things major exploration because this is your life and this is where you want to go. So starting with you, we talk about you, and there's a lot of things that we discuss. So an example of what happens in a one-to-one appointment is it's really about reflective questions and then also academic questions. We talk a little bit about your career and then also your own personal goals. So some of the questions that I discuss with students are, what general education courses are you connecting with? The thing is with general education is that general education courses make up half of your degree. So you do 48 units minimum, and then the other half of your degree is going to be your major and then any extra electives if need be. Now, with general education courses, typically these are courses that you don't have these subjects in high school. So you might be taking a course in American Studies, or you might be taking a course in Women and Gender Studies, or maybe a different course in art history, whatever it is. And these are all new topics that maybe you've never been introduced to. So we start talking about, okay, what GE courses are really calling to you? And from there, is this a potential major area? What career paths interest you? So we talk about career paths, major interests. Maybe you saw two majors with, similar areas that maybe they could, overlap, like for example, human services and sociology, and you don't know, what to pick between the two, right? So then we start having that discussion about what could that mean? Where could it lead to? And then is your personal value system reflected in these choices? Meaning, are these the goals that you want to achieve? What goals do you have set up for you within the next 4 years that you definitely want to achieve? And how can we get there with this major in mind? Okay. So some important things to know too is that, as we go through this process, there isn't an easy major. Sometimes some students will come into major exploration and say, just help me find an easy major. And that's really hard because there isn't one. The way that it works with majors is that it's based on your interests. What might be quote unquote easy to one person might not be to another person. One person might thrive and absolutely love math and engineering courses. And then, you have another person who absolutely loves history or art and they don't like engineering and math. I don't know. So these are the conversations that we continue to really, draw out some more details from you and get to know like what path that you want to go on to. And then also reflecting back on your high school path, because a lot of times, I'll have students who will say, I was told I'm always good in math. I come into engineering, but then I don't really want to do it. So what are some other options for me? And we get to focus on you. You're going to be a much different person as you step into Cal State Fullerton than you were in high school. And that's a good thing because then that means that you're growing as a person. But also knowing how to keep a good, well-balanced workload for yourself, because high school courses are different than CSUF courses, and they're definitely going to be a lot more challenging. We encourage you to keep a good, well-balanced schedule, not to keep it too heavy, because we don't know what other family responsibilities you might have or even work responsibilities. So, don't overload yourself as you come in. We'll talk a lot more about that as orientation comes close. And then also get involved when COVID restrictions are lifted on campus, get to know campus a little bit more, because that also helps you as a student to explore other possibilities when it comes down to majors by interacting and talking to other students and their experiences as well. So if you are ready to explore, we do have 55 majors to research, which is great. You can start checking them out at fullerton.edu/academics. The great thing about this page are both major departments are linked here, as well as the catalog requirements. The catalog requirements list all the courses that are needed for the major, including course descriptions, so that way you can read through and really see if this major might be a good fit for you. If you are ready to declare, you can declare before May 1st by emailing majorchange@fullerton.edu. After that, we will have to have you wait until the fall semester begins. And then a quick note, you cannot declare directly to nursing or a major in the arts that requires an audition or has prereqs. So for those, you would have to contact both the departments separately to discuss with them their admission and application process if you want to apply after starting at Cal State Fullerton. And then lastly, just to close up and to bring everything in, we're really excited on behalf of all the academic advisors in the AAC to see you in the fall. We can't wait to meet you and interact with you. If you have more questions about academic advising or you want to view a little bit more about our programs, go to fullerton.edu/AAC. Also, it's really important to follow us on social media. Our IG handle is listed here. It's CSUF_AAC. And then if you are, and this is another very big admissions note that we just want to put out there. If you did any type of AP courses or your high school had a connection with a community college in the area and you took community college courses over the summer, and you're thinking about that, oh yeah, I did take a community college course, please reach out to the community college and have them send the transcript to Cal State Fullerton immediately, because we need to have that evaluated to see which general education course it took care of, so that we don't have a duplicate area of units. Okay, so we want to be really careful on that. We don't want you to double take an area or possibly retake the same class that you already have credit in. So if you ever went to a community college like Cerritos, Mount Sac, East LA Community College, any community college in your area through your high school, please make sure that you have that transcript sent to us. Your AP scores especially. If you did anything in your junior, sophomore, even senior year, make sure those scores are sent to us directly, and make sure that they're not sent to Fullerton Community College. Make sure they're sent to California State University, Fullerton. Okay. And then lastly, watch out for orientation reminders. You will be getting more notifications about the dates for orientation to be opening. And then you'll also be getting extra reminders about registration that will be happening as well before then. Okay. So on behalf of the Academic Advising Center, we'd like to say welcome to Cal State Fullerton, and we hope that you have a great day.